Agua, Caliente. Welcome back to Tribal Council. Last time I saw you, it was a whirlwind. I'm actually still speechless. I've taken like 3 naps today, and I really think it all has to do with how exhausted I was after that night. Anybody else feeling that way? Just like tired?
I'm tired as fuck.
Right? I've been hearing that whispering around today, and I'm like, I'm glad I'm not the only freaking one. So we just got through a touchy subject challenge. You guys were asked questions about your opinion about people in the game, positions, personalities. You all started with 10 coconuts. One by one, we chopped the shit out of those coconuts. Final 2 is Enid and Carlos won immunity. He is saved. Congratulations, Carlos. We will start off the question and answer ceremony with you. Good evening, Carlos.
Hello, thank you.
How does it feel having immunity at this point in the game, especially with how crazy the last Tribal Council was?
It feels pretty good. If I'm being honest, like the vibe today, like I think everybody was kind of tired. So everybody, like there wasn't a lot of talks. I mean, there was like talks, but like it was all kind of like, yeah, I've heard this name and that name, but like I really don't know. I'm kind of tired. I'm sleeping. Bye. I'm gonna take a nap. And then I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna take a nap too. So if any night was to be safe, I think tonight feels great to be safe.
So was it a different vibe back at camp opposed to the Tribal Council before?
Yeah, I think last round it was a bit more clear. Like at least there was a lot of talking last round. Like at least there was a lot of names throwing, like Latanya, and then like at least like when there's people talking, you kind of have a sense of where the votes are heading. Like, you know, majority of the votes are saying this people, like, you know, but and there was like fights and everything like that. So when there's fights and people calling each other out, you have a sense of where like people's heads are at. When everybody's kind of saying like, oh, I've heard 2 people, but I don't know which one of the 2 is it. Oh, I've heard 2 people, but I don't know which one of the 2 is it. It's just like, well, you're telling me 2 names, you're telling me something, but you're not telling me who the vote is, kind of thing.
So 2 names. There's been 2 names going around today?
Let's be honest. There's one name going around, and it's mine. You know, of course, you know, people don't want to come out and say things. We're going to go back to the Latanya comment last game where, last tribal where people were just scared to say names. But in reality, people have avoided me like the plague today. I'm like the coronavirus of this game today. Like no one wants to be near me. So it's very clear that there's one name, and it is mine.
You received a few votes at the last Tribal Council,
right.
Abby. Do you think that it's trickling over into this episode?
I mean, I don't think it's trickling over. I think, it's just part of the bigger plan. Like, I was the backup last week,
Why?
It goes because I'm not someone that just goes with the flow. I'm not a Nick, I'm not someone that's just going to sit there and follow orders. People know that given time, I can change things. That scares people. Especially if you are one of those people that are in power, it's better to have someone like a Lance around that, is going to cause a scene and is easy to get out later over someone like me who, as we've seen before, can escape when their back's against the wall.
Those been the 2 names going around today, you or Lance?
Yeah,
that's what I was told. I was told that it was either him or me, and I've just been...
Right.
I don't want to leave this game. I'm having so much fun.
How does that make you feel, Abby, knowing that your name's on the chopping block again?
I mean, you know me. I'm a fighter, but I'm also a realist. Like, I've tried today, and I've tried to talk to people, and my comments get left on read. So, I see the writing on the wall. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, people aren't willing to talk to me.
Is it smart gameplay to, like, just let's say you're out of here tonight, you're going to the edge, you're on the jury. Is it smart to leave somebody you're playing with who's leaving the game or out the door, seemingly so? Is it smart gameplay to leave that person on red?
2 parts. It's smarter to the people that actually reached out to me and said, hey, I'm voting you tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I respect honesty, and I am going over to the edge, and I actually have the majority of the people on the edge I like. We got along while we were in the game. So I'm going to people that I can now actually, talk to and have conversations with, and they'll actually listen. So while I'm over there, whoever comes back, there's a lot that I can tell them, because even though people haven't been talking to me, I've been watching, So I have a lot of things that can come out of my mouth once I get there. But
do you think that helps you maybe tonight? That hey, maybe it's too soon for Abby to get over to the edge because he can get into the minds of those people over there. Maybe let's keep Abby a little bit later before we send him over there.
If people were playing smart, the fact that I am so isolated, it makes more sense to keep me around. But at the same time, again, I'm a realist. Keeping someone like Lance around who, as we saw in the immunity challenge tonight, people have a very strong opinion about, really it's better for a lot of people's game because he's someone that's always going to have a target on him.
Lance, why do you think you're a target tonight?
Sorry, I'm emotional. I said I wasn't going to get emotional. I really want to be here. I really do. And I'm having so much fun. But I think the reason that I'm a target is because of course, everything that happened at the last vote. I put my neck on the line for somebody that didn't want to be here. And I only did it because I knew she was somebody 100% that was going to vote with me. That's the only reason I did that. It wasn't to say, I know I said something to Carlos. I do care a lot about this game. And I'm sorry if that was an insult to you. But the reason that I was saving her wasn't to say, ooh, I'm going to keep a quitter in this game. Latanya had my back. And I think that my running around and trying to change that vote, I think put a target on my back because people kind of see
sort of like the plus side of Abby being a target or how he plays. The plus side on your situation here, do you think it's a plus side? Have you sold it to people that, hey, I stuck my neck out last time for an ally of mine who didn't even want to be here. So like I'm a fighter for those that are in my corner or I feel are in my corner. Have you tried to sell that?
I didn't sell that strategy today. What I sold today was that I'm a vote. And I hate being complacent because I said last time that I was going to be causing it and trying to decide who's going to go home. I know where my place is at this time, and that's not the game I can play. So I went today to everybody and said, I will vote whoever, just let me stay 3 more days because this is so much fun to me. And I don't want to go. I'm having a blast.
You had the Courtney Merritt / Stacy Kimball edit of that Touchy Subjects challenge. Not the most, ideal. Storm and Latter-day Saint has entered. Not the most ideal labels to have in this game. How does that make you feel knowing that people think that you run your mouth too much and that you're getting on their nerves or rubbing them the wrong way? How do you take that in and / make it work for you?
For one, the only one that mattered to me that I actually got emotional with was the funny one because I'm a stand-up comedian in Austin and I go do shows almost every weekend. I have not been able to do that due to quarantine. So that's part of what I wanted to bring to this game. So that really made me feel good that people think I'm funny because that's what I do. On the other end of the spectrum, I also think it's cool that people target me because if I leave this game, I want to be somebody that people target at. I want to be somebody whose name was all over the board. I don't want to be somebody that goes out in 7th place with the Purple Kelly edit. That's not what I came here for. And there's quite a few people here that are getting that Purple Kelly edit. And unless they open their eyes, that's how the editing will go. And production's not nice to people that don't play the game. You're going to get that Purple Kelly edit. So I'm okay if people are saying I'm next. I'm okay with, obviously I'm not okay with going next, but I'm okay with that.
With your name going around?
I don't take it personally. In fact, I take it as a compliment because that shows me they watched my intro video, which is what I told them I was going to play like, Abby Maria, and that's what I'm doing. So
now, if it's between you and Abby, what do you tell these people to make they swing in your direction?
I've been told that it's not me. I'm still nervous as hell because, of course, people could be telling, me what I want to hear. If you're looking at me versus Abby, I do think that, like he said, that's scary even to me. Give me some time and I can change this game. I think I've burnt quite a lot of bridges where time won't do anything. I tried today. I got good feels from a few of people, but there's some people that won't give me the time of day. I've never had one interaction with Odd. Nothing against you. I think you're a silver fox, by the way. But nothing against you. I think that is better for me because people are going to say, okay, we'll just get him later. He's not going to cause any drama. I'm not going to cause any moves. I think for me, it's better to keep me because I'm always going to be a target. and you kind of know what my game is. I don't know a lot about Abby's game. I don't really know where he stands as far as like where his thought processing is at. Go with the devil you know, not the one you don't. And so that's why I would get rid of Abby over me tonight.
Thank you, Lance. Good luck tonight.
Thank
Odd. Hey, how are you?
Hi.
So, on the opposite side of the Lance archetype, loud, Larry, in your face, we have a little bit more reserved gameplay coming from your end. How do you feel after that challenge? Do you feel a little bit more enlightened?
A little bit, but I know that people don't want to chop people and they just do it because we have to. So it doesn't really mean too much, in my opinion. Take it for a grain of salt, I guess, what they say.
How has the game changed for you since the last Tribal Council? The game no longer has Latanya in it. How's it changed for you?
I'm not sure. Like, just hoping it's not me, like, right now. But I mean, if I play that all the way through, it's going to get me nowhere. So I'm thinking about it. I don't know.
How were the last 20 minutes? Carlos was just crowned with immunity 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago. Was there a lot of strategy jam-packed into those 20 minutes, or did most of the strategy take place prior?
I was in another scavenger hunt running around my house trying to find toothbrushes and soap that I don't have. So I'm always multitasking. I talked a little bit, but, you know, I'm here now. Sorry, I was a little late, but...
No, you're good, buddy. You're good. Good luck tonight. What are you basing your vote on tonight?
Just what people that I trust want to do, basically.
Thank you, Odd.
Yep.
Drew. Sort of the same question for you in terms of the challenge. Did it illuminate anything for you?
The only thing it illuminated for me is Derby has some issue with me that I have no idea about. I've been nothing but nice to her. So that's the only thing that it illuminated to me. I figured Rocky would go after me, but I don't know what I ever did.
So are we saying because did Derby, I don't recall who chopped who exactly how many, but I'm pretty sure that you remember who and exactly what order who chopped you. So are you saying that because Derby took some of your coconuts in the challenge?
Oh, she took a majority of them.
Did she?
I'm very shocked by it because, again, I've been nothing but nice to her, so I have no idea where that's coming from.
All right, so let's stick on this for a little bit. Derby, you want to rebuttal that?
It was nothing personal. It was strategy.
She chopped all mine too.
Oh, so the Drew and Alex duo got chopped by Derby. Alex, are you not happy?
I mean, I don't see why she just came for just me and Drew, basically.
Derby,
I don't get it, but
Derby, do you want to assuage their worries, or do you want to let them know exactly, like, or defend yourself as to why it's perceived that way by them?
I mean, we don't talk strategy. We barely talk. So I don't see it. I mean, we don't talk.
So sort of like, we don't speak, there's no communication, why are you shocked?
I mean, I try to talk to Derby.
I try to talk to her as well. Like, an Enid or a Rocky going for me, that's not shocking, but a Derby was. So that's just my 2 cents for my perception.
Okay. Kirk. Somebody who's still trying to reintegrate themselves into this tribe. As somebody who has been out of this game and has been thrown into it with 13 other individuals, do you think it's good or bad gameplay that at the merge, 24x days in, that some people still haven't had a conversation or choose not to talk to somebody else?
Okay, my truthful answer is that astounds me that people haven't spoken, but, you know, I came in just at the merge, and this challenge I mean, I was busy. Thank you, Sandy, for letting them know what I was doing.
Mhm.
But like when I'd hear the questions, I was like, oh fuck. I mean, coming into the game and missing all that time, I'm surprised that people haven't talked because so many people did so well in the challenge. So I'm not so entirely sure. I'm sure conversations have happened, but maybe people just aren't close anymore and they call that not talking. But I'm sure there's a little bit happening still behind the scenes.
How do you feel about your position now? You've been back in the game a good week-ish almost.
Just trying to take it hour by hour, day by day, but that's the same thing that these players have been doing since the start of the game. So there's nothing different. It's just I have a big stretch to try to catch up with. And so social challenges like that are not going to be in my favor, for sure.
What are you basing your vote on tonight, Kirk?
I'm basing my vote on optimism. That sounds weird. That's what I'm basing my vote on.
Being optimistic. Fair enough. It's a fair
Yeah.
strategy. Drew, we got caught up with the Derby thing, but I do have another question for you.
Yeah, I'm here.
How has the merge been for you, sir? You lost somebody last Tribal Council that you played a good majority of the game with. You started the game with Latanya. How has the game been without her presence?
Definitely quieter, because Latanya had that personality. She's very loud and boisterous. She's not afraid to say what's on her mind. And yeah, I played a majority of the game with her, but I just think her past caught up to her, and that's what happened there. But I've been enjoying the merge, talking how it normally is. I'm sorry, I'm exhausted.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm trying to put my thoughts into words, but I'm just going with, obviously I have my lover in the game, Alex, over there, but I'm just trying to do what I think is best for my game moving forward and talk to those that I need to talk to.
Now, does it concern you at all? And I even know that you entered it yourself for this question, that you were labeled one of the people playing dumber than they actually are. Does that worry you in this individual phase of the game?
No, because that's how I am in real life. Like, in high school, to fit in, I dumbed myself down to fit in with the cool people. So I'm not surprised that people may get that impression of me carrying over into this game, because that's just how I am in real life as well. So I'm not surprised. Potentially, it could put a target on my back, but that's just literally just me as a person. So if that puts a target on my back being me, I have no regrets.
Thank you, Drew. Alex, last Tribal Council, you had a verbal altercation with your boy Rocky right below you on my screen.
Oh, I did.
Have you guys talked it out since then?
He left all of our chats, so no, not really.
Do you feel inclined at all, or are you completely content with the no communication?
Honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about it right now.
Okay, give it. We'll maybe touch base if you both survive tonight. Maybe we'll touch base on the updates on that at the next Tribal Council. In the last challenge, you were labeled the hottest. Congratulations, or one of the hottest. You were also labeled somebody that needs to wake up and make a move. What did you make of that?
I don't understand which move I need to make. I don't understand.
So you just leave that with a question mark for now?
Yeah, if anybody wants to come to me and tell me which move I need to make, my messages are open.
So she's saying anybody who did vote in majority, her door's open. Come on in, have a meeting. What are you basing your vote on tonight, Miss Alex?
I'm just gonna do whatever I need to do to make sure I'm safe.
So whatever is best for numero uno?
Mm-hmm.
What if it was you tonight? Would you be blindsided?
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, I would be a little shocked, but I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. I'd be sad. I would be very, very sad. And it's expected because, you know, the whole Rocky fight and me and Drew being a duo. So, I mean, if I go, I go. I had fun, but I will be returning from the Edge.
Enid, same for you. If you were blindsided tonight, would you be shocked?
Not really, because obviously people seem to think that I don't put any effort in challenges, but I feel like I've done my best. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the hell is going on with that, but I've tried. I've done what I had to do, so it is what it is.
Now, if we take a look around at all the people sitting here tonight, I see a male, a male, a male, a male, a male, another male. Oh, there's another male, another male, another male, another male. Oh, there's a female, and there's one more female. So
there's only 3 of us left.
There's only 3 females in this game right now.
Lisa, there's 4.
I want to congratulate Derby, Alex, and Enid for making it, a little bit over halfway and surviving the female massacre. What do you make of all the females going in the game? Why do you think that's so?
I think it's just coincidence, to be honest.
I love being underestimated. I love it.
And Enid, last question as well. This is my favorite question. I just like to know what people are basing their votes on. Like what? What's best for you? Strategy? Who you don't talk to?
I don't know. Like, I'm basing my vote off of. Oh my God, this is. I don't even know what to say. Like, I guess, just how I feel, just who I feel like just needs to go.
Personal preference.
That's pretty much it.
Thank you, Enid. Good luck tonight. Rocky.
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I sure can. We're going to do you and Eric back to back. How does it feel being in control of the game?
I don't know, because I don't feel like I am. I always feel like I feel like you and Noah / Amir know personally, because I'm always in my fucking messages like sporadic, out of control. I always feel like I don't know if I have control. It's a compliment. Thank you, guys, if you do, but it also scares the fuck out of me.
Does it worry you now that people that's the perception, whether it's true or not? That's yet to be determined. But that's
it's a scary ass compliment, because it's like, you guys think that I run the game, so what do you guys think that I'm really doing? You think I'm like plotting and scheming? Like, I talk to the people that I talk to who I can trust. Hopefully, they trust me back, and that's all I can really say on that.
Would you be shocked that if tonight you had your torch snuffed because of
after that, after being most likable and like running the game? I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Thank you, Rocky.
I think I was interested by the answer that I got. Like, thinks that he's running the game. I think I'm a little more self-aware to know that I'm not running the game. So anybody that voted for me, Katie don't know me.
Yeah, was it Carlos who thinks he's running it, but Eric and Rocky who's actually running it. Eric, how does it feel to be in charge?
Yeah, so my interpretation, by the way, Kiwi says hi.
Hey, Kiwi.
My interpretation on it is, I don't know if people actually, so like, for starters, I got 3 different votes that were like positive in a way. It was like, or like guaranteed a spot in the final 3, running the game, and there was another one. I don't really remember, but something that's basically
best position to win this game so far.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's actually what they think, or they're just trying to like put a target on me. I disagree completely, because I think I'm clueless half the time, and maybe it's just because some people aren't communicating things with me as much. So I don't know. I'm like that kind of person who likes to stay organized and like know where all the pieces are, and I don't know where all the pieces are. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I think they're just trying to put a target on me. Which fine. I mean, if you guys think I'm gonna win, and if you guys think I'm gonna be in the finals, we can just like end the game now and just crown me the winner.
Same
I'm
with
all
Rocky
good.
though. Do you think that perception might play out tonight or in future votes or in future strategies that now you're gonna have to combat off of your back?
I think everybody. Oh, was that for me or him? I don't even know.
Oh, that was to you, Eric. Sort of the same as Rocky. Like, how do you get rid of
So
that target?
I think everybody in this game has their own personal like targets of why they need to be voted out. I personally think Carlos is the biggest challenge beast. I don't know why I was given that one. I think Lance just has.
Yeah, we both were part of the Cassidy Crack team, so yeah.
I think Lance has a very big mouth, and I think that's why people might want to vote him out. I mean, I can literally list the reason why to vote everybody out. Drew and Alex are like an obvious pair. That's why people are going to want to vote them out. So if this is why people are going to want to vote me out, I mean, that's fine, but I'm not the only one with reasons to be voted out. Everybody has their own individual reasons why they want to get voted, or why they should be voted out. So I'm not going to let it bother me. But
that was well said.
I'm still like, I don't know. I still kind of disagree, but that's fine.
Mike. Hey.
Hello.
How are you feeling tonight?
Okay, I guess.
Why just okay? Why aren't you having the best night ever?
Because unless you have immunity around your neck, there's always a chance of being voted out. So just being cautious, that's all.
If you were voted out tonight, what do you think the reasons would be?
I mean, probably because of, like, I guess I got two of the answers of being paranoid, being quiet, and playing completely under the radar. I mean, I don't think there has been much opportunities for me to kind of to choose one way or another, I guess, because like I feel like a lot of times I'm thinking, shit, I'm gonna be the target next. So I'm always, I guess maybe that's why with my paranoia.
So I was just gonna say, do you think your paranoia forces you or makes you play UTR because you're so paranoid, you're afraid to go above the radar?
I mean, you could say that, I guess. I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like, I mean, this vote is a prime example. It's like, yeah, it looks like there's Lance and then there's Abby. There's pros and cons for choosing either one of them. And then, of course, in Survivor, anything is freaking possible. And then thinking, okay, what about a third option? And then people are thinking, like, maybe like Drew and Alex for a prime example. But you don't want to be that person to be like, oh, why don't we just flip the script? Because then it can be flipped onto you. And then it's just like, yeah. So that's where I'm just kind of, I'm sure you got to be asking where my vote's going to lie is pretty much what I feel is going to be best for not just my game, but the game of the majority of the people in this game, without like pretty much doing what's best to not jeopardize my game, essentially.
Thank you, Mike. Adam, you mentioned a good point that if tonight is obviously, according to, most people, Lance and Abby, this creates a perfect opportunity for somebody, whether it's Lance and Abby, Lance or Abby, or somebody else, to come up with a third option. Do you agree with this statement, yes or no?
I mean, for sure, and I think everyone has, their own targets or people who they think that should go next. I will say that Abby and Lance were definitely the two that I've heard today. So if it does happen to be a third option, that will be a bit surprising, at least for me. But it really depends on who people feel is a target so far in the game and who's going to hinder their game.
Have you felt like the target's been on your back at all since the merge?
In ways, yeah. I've heard my name has been said by a few people for a few different reasons. But at least for the last vote, it seemed like the majority was mostly going for LaTanya. So I think I felt fairly safe last round. But this round is a little bit more up in the air. So I think everyone's kind of a little bit jittery on what's going to happen.
Thank you, Adam. Did I ask everybody a question? Derbs?
Yes.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
So, last tribal council, there was a lot of fighting, a couple altercations, and you were kind of called out, had a spat with Lance. Has that developed further? Has that not been an issue for you in the game since then?
It's just died down. Nothing else has been said.
So you don't? Do you think it'll affect his game or your game, or it has no? You don't think it has an impact?
I hope it doesn't.
Look at this spoiled little brat.
Oh.
She like won't leave me alone. Derby, how was the last challenge for you? Did it? Do you think last challenge was something to be concerned about in that, you know, if you were labeled the biggest threat, do you think because there's so much game left that we shouldn't worry about that? It's just a challenge? Or do you think, you know, like these labels mean something? There's truth to these labels and everybody needs to be concerned about that.
I mean, perception is reality in this game. It's what people will base their jury votes on and everything down the line. How you are perceived in this game now can affect your jury votes. And if you ultimately win this game.
What are you basing your vote on tonight, Mr. Before we wrap up this tribal council and question and answer ceremony?
Basically lack of communication.
So you're voting for somebody that you don't communicate with?
Yes.
Got it. Okay, before we get to the vote, I'm going to leave the floor open to anybody who might want to present a question to somebody else or has a statement to say in general. This might be your last opportunity to do so. This might be your last time to speak in the Agua Caliente tribe. The floor is open.
I just want to say thank you guys. No matter what happens, this is a game. You're all people. We're all people. And I'm really happy that I was chosen to be in this game. And I don't want it to end. I've had so much fun, but no hard feelings. And you better hope that Kyle doesn't get the wig fixed, because if it's fixed, I'll be wearing it for the Edge of Extinction Challenge, and I will be coming back, bitches. Lisa!
Okay, Lisa had her closing words. Does anybody else want to follow that up? I know it's a big act to follow, but does anybody?
Hey, Lance. Could you do a Cassidy one more time? Just in case?
Cassidy! Yes, the better tribe, everybody. If you weren't on Cassidy, who are you?
Okay, my friends. It is time to vote. Don't vote yet. One at a time, I'm going to call you over. Get to my Skype PMs. Let me clear all my notifications. Come over to my Skype PMs and you will cast your vote. All right, the votes have been locked and tallied. Once I read the votes, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. If anyone is in possession of a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay. First vote. Lisa. Second vote. Rocky. It's one vote Lisa, one vote for Rocky. Next vote. Abby. It's one vote Rocky, one vote Lisa, one vote Abby. Mike. It's one vote Lisa, one vote Rocky, 1 vote Abby, 1 vote Mike. Lance. It's 2 votes Lance. 1 vote for Abby, Rocky, and Mike. Abby. 2 votes Abby, 2 votes Lance, 1 vote for Mike, 1 vote for Rocky. Mike. We have 2 votes Mike, 2 votes Lance, 2 votes for Abby, 1 vote for Rocky. Mike. 3 votes Mike, 2 for Lance, 2 for Abby, 1 for Rocky. Next vote. Abby. We have 3 votes Abby, 3 votes Mike, 2 votes for Lance, 1 vote for Rocky. Abby. 4 Abby, 3 Mike, 2 Lance, 1 Rocky. Mike. We have 4 votes for Mike, 4 votes for Abby, 2 votes for Lance, 1 vote Rocky. Mike. It's 5 votes for Mike. 1 vote left. Abby. All right, we have a tie. 5 votes for Abby, 5 votes for Mike, 2 votes for Lance, 1 vote for Rocky. Mike, unmute yourself.
I kind of figured what's going to happen now.
At the saloon, you won something called the Sheriff's Badge. What did that allow you to do?
I'm the sheriff, I guess.
What did it allow you to do?
I know.
I'm asking you to answer the question. What did it allow you to do?
I'm getting to it. Essentially, I get to break a tie whenever there is a tie. Thus, I'm the sheriff. That's how I was trying to allude to.
We have a tie between Abby and yourself. What is your decision?
Well, it's not going to be myself, so Abby, I'm sorry, buddy.
Understand, bro. Understand.
Oof.
Abby, the district and the sheriff have spoken. You need to bring me your torch.
I am so confused. What the fuck is going on?
I already burned it. Sorry.
Abby, you're off to the edge of extinction. Thank you for playing, sir. There is 1 more comeback on the horizon. You will be a part of it.
It's been fun, guys. Thanks.
All I gotta say is whoever tried to get Mike looks like an idiot now.
I mean, no hard feelings, but damn.
Okay. So, the whole tribal council I was being fed, it's between Lance, it's between Abby, and then, as funnily Mike mentioned, there might be a 3rd option in the mix.
Damn right, apparently.
Mike, you're probably thanking your lucky stars that you ended up with that sheriff's badge.
Indeed.
All right. Congratulations. Top 12, baby. Halfway in terms of numbers. 12 gone, 12 remain. Tomorrow is an off day. You guys have tomorrow. Whoever has not filmed an episode 9 confessional, you have the opportunity to film your episode 9 confessional. If you need prompts from me as to what to cover, let me know. But I'm very proud of each of you. Congratulations. You survived another tribal council. Get back to Cam. Get out of my face.